Michael Bodmer went to Salt Lake City and reports on what Utah's professional ball players think of the BYU star.
The aspects of Jimmer's game have been picked apart by TV personalities and scouts all across the country. And even here at True Blue, we've been asked by fans, how do we think that Jimmer's game will translate at the next level? But rather than hear what we have to say about it, this past week at a Jazz practice, we caught up with some of the Jazz stars to hear what they thought about his game.
He's real aggressive offensively, man. He scores from just about everywhere on the floor. Anytime you can shoot the ball like that, I think there's a spot for you somewhere. He's got his own kind of style about him, but he does a lot of things that are similar to Darren. Like he's got that multiple crossover, that kind of between the legs, step back. He kind of hops into it a little bit. So that reminds me of Darren.
He can score, that's for sure. And I haven't really ever sat down and watched him play the whole game, but when you see highlights and he hits some pretty ridiculous shots, and he can hoop for sure, so he's a good player. Compare his game. Like I said, I haven't seen him play that much, but I think I've heard the comparison of him and D. Will. So
he has no weaknesses. A guy can shoot the ball, can get to the basket, can run the point, can run it too. I mean, he's probably one of the most talented scorers in the NCAA right now. I don't know if there's anybody that's like him. The range that he has, as well as his ability to get to the rim. I think he's very unique.
Played against him. He used to go to the BYU open gyms in the summertime a few years ago, and I remember him, and I knew he was going to be a great player then. As far as him making a transition to being a good NBA player, I don't think that'll be too hard for him. I think if he just continues to work hard and work at his game, it'll be a challenge, but it'll be just like anything else he's ever been through. And I'm in his corner, man. I'm a fan.
I see a lot of my moves out there when I watch him play, a lot of crossovers, and the way he frees himself up. He's definitely he's been watching me a little bit.
When D. Will was here, and all the other guy was talking about it one day and said that how good he was, and I watched some of his highlights, and it's just amazing how he could score the ball. He kind of reminds you of D. Will. How thick he is and quick he is, and how he get to the basket, and how he get other two guys involved also. So mad respect, and I think he got a bright future.
Definitely. I think as long as you can shoot the basketball, there's always going to be space for you in the NBA because a lot of guys can't shoot the ball. I mean, he can put the ball in the basket, and any team will take anybody that can score the basketball.